Our motoring tip of the week concerns bad electrical connections. Now, in your home, all electrical connections, according to building code, have to be made inside a steel box. So a wall switch would be like this, your ceiling fan inside an octagon box, and the plugs, the receptacles in your kitchen in a box, steel box like this. So that if and when those connections ever go bad, they create heat and they can create a little mini fire inside the box, but the steel box contains the fire, the connection burns itself open circuit, and hopefully you save the house. That's the way it usually works out. Now, in a car, we don't have that luxury of making connections inside steel boxes. We make them anywhere and everywhere at whatever the device is or the unit that's being electrically triggered or driven on the vehicle. So we've got all kinds of combustibles, plastic and other combustibles in the vehicle. So when a connection goes bad, you'll quite often smell it. You'll smell a burning electrical smell or burning acrid plastic smell. Here's an example right here, a job from a month or two ago in the wintertime. This is a heater blower motor out of a Chevy pickup, and there's the squirrel cage. This is what distributes the air around inside your vehicle when you turn the heater or AC on. And often vehicles come in, no heat, no blower. And you look and you've got a burned up connection like this one. You can see it's completely black and melted here. And if you look inside on the male side of this connection, it's also melted. So new blower motor, new resistor pack. That's what this component is right here, and it comes with this little piece of harness and the plug. Those two new components, you're back in business. Now that's a job that a pro mechanic would do in a shop, but here's something that you'll often run into on your own vehicle, and that's a headlight that's burned out. You know that your driver's side headlight is burned out. So you go to the auto parts store and you buy a headlight bulb and you go home and put it in and it works. And you think, oh, it's great, you know, I'm done, it's fixed, it's great. And you come out the next day to go to work and that same headlight is not working again. And quite often what you'll find is the wiring plug that intersects, that plugs onto the back of the headlight is damaged, melted, there's something wrong with it. And that's a connection that's frequently a cause of problem in cars. Another example of a bad wiring connection is this one I have in my hand. This car came in the other day. It was a Pontiac G6. You can see the wiring plug, one normal clean looking connection here. This side black, charred and melted. And the pin inside the headlight has got some distress as well. Now, what'll often happen is, for example, you've replaced your headlight, it works when you put it in, or maybe it doesn't work at all, but while you're wiggling the plug around, it flickers and starts to work, or maybe the next day, that headlight that you just replaced is not working again. You've kind of confirmed that in many cases that plug is bad. So now you have two choices. And for years and years, you could always buy, we used to call this a pigtail. It's just a little end of the harness that plugs onto the headlight, and it comes with a bit of wire. But what we're finding now is that with the high performance headlights, and I really believe in these, you get a lot better night vision with these performance headlight bulbs, but you produce more light, you also produce more heat, so the connection that is on the back of the headlight is frail at best. It's a pretty Mickey Mouse connection, even on a good day. So once you create more heat in it, it's more apt to fail. So now there's a company called TechSmart that have made a little replacement harness for all these cars now, and it's much more robust and heavy duty. The wiring's heavier, the plugs themselves are more robust, and it's shielded. You can see it's jacketed. It's just a much better performing part. So if you're having this situation with your car and having to buy that part, ask the mechanic to seek out these improved parts. They're virtually the same price, within $1 or $2 of the price of the regular one, but they work much better with those performance headlights. As a matter of fact, I just buy them out right now for any repair that I'm doing because they're, you know, virtually the same price and much better performing. Now, when you look at how frail that original connection is that the manufacturer gives you with the car, you wonder how it ever works. That's your motoring tip of the week.